Hello everybody, it's Jamie, and it's Wednesday, and I thought I would check in and say hi to everybody in between my appointments. Um, my last post was kind of about my struggles and the urges to self-harm, and I'm happy to say that although I didn't actually use the Butterfly Project and draw on myself, that kind of being able to talk about it and to write about it and share with all of you actually made it so that I kind of reduced the urges to cut in that way and was able to challenge myself. So I actually got through those difficulties without using any self-harm behaviors and without cutting. So I'm very happy to be able to say that. It has still continued to be a struggle. Turned out that the 4th of July weekend was a little bit difficult for me with clinicians on vacation and not having a lot of structure, but now that everyone's back in town and I'm able to have my appointments, I actually have some exciting things happening. I'm starting my eating disorder support group on July 30th, and I actually have some meetings today about the potential to run another group, probably about coping skills, and potentially co-facilitating a group with one of my former clinicians who's in a new position. So that's exciting. I hope that I can do that and I do well and help some people out. And unfortunately, I did not get into my CPS training, so the Certified Peer Specialist training that I've talked about. So I'm not giving up. It's obviously disappointing, and having been the third time that I've applied, I applied the first time in 2011. In the spring, I applied in the spring of 2012, and now summer of 2013. So it is definitely disappointing, and the actual application process is very lengthy, very in-depth, very personal. The application is 15 pages, and there's many like essay questions basically about yourself, about your recovery, about what things mean to you and why you want to be a peer specialist, and you go through all of this. I worked on my application I think for like 4 weeks, and just really in-depth personal stuff, and then you put everything out there and then they come back and say, well, we can't take you. So that's disappointing. And it was a little bit devastating to me when I found out. I do realize that it has to do more with funding and the number of applicants and the number of spots, and there's so much to it. I mean, there's even politics to it, given it's funded by the Department of Mental Health. So I'm trying to not take it personally. And one of the things that I keep getting told by people I know who work in the field or know about the field is that I can still be a peer specialist without going into the certification class first. I can look into jobs, I can work as a peer, and then get certified later, which is kind of how the system has been built. So right now I'm focusing on my facilitation of groups, also writing my story, sharing my story, and then I'll see, maybe in the next few months I'll start getting a resume together and looking for part-time work in the field, so I can continue to work towards these goals. In the meantime, I'm also doing a lot of good, hopefully good, work in therapy, and constantly reevaluating goals and how to move forward and what our next steps. Also trying to resolve some medical issues and working with a team of doctors for that. So I think things are going in the right direction. It's not without its struggles. You know, it requires a lot of support, and I'm very lucky to have that support from clinicians and family and friends and, you know, people through the community, which is great. So I feel very lucky. I also I've had a stress fracture in my leg, and I got permission to stop wearing my boot and to start PT again, which will be really great because I'm looking forward to being able to have a healthy dance season that starts in September. And then my other news is that, see all this hair right here? It's going to be gone in a couple hours. So it's time to donate it, and I donated it to charity in 2006 and 2010, and today is the day to do it again. Very much looking forward to it. A little nervous. I don't deal well with change, but somebody else needs it more than I do, and it's only hair, and it'll grow back. So that is my little update. Also, for people who follow Katie, I ordered the Courage to Heal book and workbook. So I'm going to be checking that out as soon as it gets delivered and starting to work on that by myself and with my team. And so I'll let you know how it goes. It's something that came up in the last few weeks, is kind of the old trauma stuff, and I really want to work through it so that it's not an issue anymore. So I decided to take Katie's advice, and so as I get that and I start working on it, I will update you on that. And I guess that's it. Thank you guys for listening and checking in, and I will talk to you soon, hopefully with some more good news and forward progress. And so thank you so much. Bye guys.